Konnichiwa minasan. Today I will be discussing with you guys Imin Mondai in Japan, which is immigration. First things first, Japan is a very accepting country of immigrants or refugees. According to the Immigration Organization of Migration, or IOM, migration are, regardless of their legal status, signs of movement, reason, or length of stay leaving their place of residence, crossing national borders, or moving within a country does define you as an immigrant. As of 2020, Japan has become one of the top immigrant accepting countries in the world due to the amendment of law regarding the acceptance of immigration that they did pass in April of 2019. Now, regardless of the reasons for going to Japan, as obviously Japanese students, that it's probably something that we all should probably look into more, as in the law obtaining of immigration in Japan. Now, Japan's immigration law did change as of April 2019, just to make it more accepting of refugees and immigrants in general. However, they did put a 5-year maximum stay. And that's why if you're like me, who's someone who is interested in doing the JET program, you cannot do it any longer than 5 years. But of course, there's ways around this. This is just for a visa stay. A visa stays are usually for work or for studies or just entertainment in general. But as us, whether if we're going there to study more for Japanese or if we're as a work study program, this is something that we need to know, that we cannot stay there any longer than 5 years without having to renew it and have probable reasons to renew. Of course, you can also just become a citizen of Japan or do a dual citizenship where you're both a citizen in the United States as well as in Japan. Of course, due to Japan's population of immigration, that the Internal Affairs Organization do predict that Japan's population is going to rapidly increase, which if you ever took a human geography class here in Whitewater, you do know that migration is one of the things scientists look at for population growth. As you can see in these charts, Japan's population is expected to grow more in the next 40 years. It's just supposed to be like a massive increase since Japan's immigration is becoming really popular. Now, this does worry some of the natives and locals in Japan because with the increase of popularity, they also do have a more risk of getting illegal immigrants who are people who are not paying their taxes. They're worried about running out of room to house everyone or resources just to feed everyone as well. They're worried about cramped schools and everything in between, which is honestly a very acceptable reason since Japan is a very small country and already do have a large population of their own. So the rapid growth in population or popularity in migrating there is kind of worrisome, and this is why they did change their law back in 2019 and putting a max 5-year stay unless you become a citizen there. Now, for us as Japanese students, we do have to know this because we have to know that 5 years is our maximum there unless we do become citizenship there as well. I understand the reasoning why they made this law or why their old migration law is just because of the size of the country as well as the amount of resources they have for everybody. They had to put a maximum or a cap on it. Now, most reasons that people do go there are for work and studies. Like for us, we would probably go there for studies. Some might go for work or work programs in general. But some people also do go there for entertainment. That's why. But you do not need to obtain a visa if you're staying there any longer than 90 days. Which, if you're just going there for like spring break, just to look around for sightseeing, you don't really need a visa. But otherwise, if you're going there for school or for work, then you do, and you have to know you can't stay any longer there than 5 years.